With Maze Runner The Scorch Trials out now, let's take a look at 7 things you probably didn't know about the big screen adaptation of James Dashner's best-selling novel. According to the cast, The Scorch Trials was even more physically demanding and involved even more running than the first movie. So when Ki-Hong Lee, who plays Mino, was running up sand dunes, he suffered a minor fracture to one of his knees. But that wasn't the only injury he sustained on set. He also cut himself several times after he asked for a real knife instead of using a blunt one for a scene where he flipped a knife and caught it. As for Kaya Scodelario, who plays Teresa, although she avoided injury while filming The Maze Runner, she wasn't so lucky on The Scorch Trials, where she had back and knee problems from all the running. And being barefoot for part of the movie proved its own hazard, as Scodelario ran into a bolt sticking up out of the set floor that pulled off her toenail. The main cast took part in a boot camp before the Scorch Trials began filming. However, whereas training for the first movie involved learning survival skills and camping overnight in the wooded Louisiana location used for the Glade, the Scorch Trials boot camp involved running 2 to 3 miles a day in Albuquerque's mile-high altitude and practicing stunts such as a long slide through a closing door and a leap into mid-air kick. Most of the movie's sand dune scenes were filmed at Pajarito Dunes, west of Albuquerque in New Mexico. The design team removed footprints and vehicle tracks from the dunes by sweeping with rakes and used a low-flying helicopter as a giant fan to create a swirling effect in the sand. After a hard day filming The Scorch Trials, many of the cast spent the evenings hanging out together playing Mario Kart and cooking. Kaya Scodelario made Brazilian dishes and reckons she was the best in the kitchen because she's inherited her Brazilian mother's cooking gene. Dylan O'Brien's specialities were chicken parmesan and breaded chicken cutlets, while Dexter Darden, who plays Fry Pan, loved to grill and also made a mean macaroni and cheese as well as fried chicken. The movie's party sequence was shot over 2 days at an 8,500 square foot mansion known as the Castle in downtown Albuquerque. The castle was built over 2 years from 2006 and was the home of late jewelry designer Gertrude Zachary. During filming, the walls of the mansion were covered in dark green wallpaper aged with mildew and staining to give this quite new building the feeling of a grand mansion past its glory days. The design team also added hundreds of candles melted down into mounds and VHS tape that was pulled out to use as streamers. The dark tunnels, storm drains, and diversion channels under the University of New Mexico Hospital in Albuquerque proved the perfect place to film scenes set beneath the desolate landscape of the Scorch. The sequences in Jorge's lair were filmed on sets constructed at Albuquerque Studios and at the vacant rail yard complex south of downtown Albuquerque, where movies including The Avengers and Terminator Salvation and TV show Breaking Bad have also filmed. The design of where the scavengers live in the lair was inspired by the look of Kowloon Walled City in Hong Kong, a now demolished, stacked building structure where people lived in very cramped conditions. Lots of the objects used to dress the set of Jorge's penthouse were bits of metal and junk furniture found in salvage and recycling yards. Now let me know in the comments below who's your favourite character in the Maze Runner series, and what's your favourite book to big screen adaptation and why. If you enjoyed this video, do please share it, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more things you didn't know, as well as movie reviews and interviews. Thanks for watching, yippee-ki-yay movie lovers!